Hello, hello! My name is Kallista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Awakening. In the last episode, we sorted out Anders' personal quest, and we also did a couple of jobs for the Blight Orphans, although Artin is pretty suspicious of those guys. Now, what are we doing today? Well, we are going to head back to Vigil's Keep. I'm going to sort out my inventory. And then, if we have time, we will be heading on down to the Wending Wood. I see no reason why we shouldn't, continue on with the main quest. Hello, Constable Aiden. I haven't forgotten him. I promise you I haven't forgotten about Aiden. However, I like leaving Law and Order until after I've done Sigrun's personal quest. I know I have the patch. I have the mod that fixes that bug. However, I'm still way too paranoid about that bug triggering, and I loathe an uncompleted quest. Can't stand it. I'm way too much of a completionist. Okie doke. First things. Oh, I see a chest. I see multiple chests. They respawn. I did not know that. Thank you. And Alec, the groundskeeper. I believe it was Nathaniel who knew him.
May God bless you, Commander. I'll be the best soldier you ever had.
Oh, excuse me. I'm thinking of groundskeeper Samuel. No, this is a sheep herder that we saved from death. Yeah, you would better be a good soldier. I'm putting a lot of faith in you. You know, he was a guy that was starving. We needed soldiers. It made sense. We can train him up. Hopefully he'll do some good out there.
How do you stand living under all that rock?
I don't understand. We just do.
Orzammar is under a mountain. Just thinking about the crushing weight of a mountain overhead makes me shudder.
Surfacers live in buildings. If a building falls on you, it will make you just as dead.
Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, Artin likes being in caves. I don't. I can't. I'm with Nathaniel on that. The idea of being in a cave-in fills me with a sense of existential dread. But Artin likes living underground. I don't think she's particularly... I think she got over her fear of the sky pretty quickly. I do think she has a fear of drowning. You know, Artin will never have seen lakes or the ocean until she got on the surface. And so, while she doesn't have a fear of falling up, I think she does have a fear of sinking beneath the waves.
Commander.
Are there any messages for me?
Just give me a moment.
Okie doke. It's always good to check.
Hey, Commander, we need to talk.
Of course, Ogren. Talk. Am I in trouble now? No, I'm busy. Of course, Ogren.
Dreams. You get them? This is a Grey Warden thing, huh? Why didn't anyone tell me?
I apologize. I should have warned you. At least this isn't a blight. You hear the archdemon. You're Ogren, fearless. You eat nightmares for breakfast. Is Whittle Ogren having nightmares? Oh no, no, not that one. Yeah, I think Artin, bearing in mind that dwarves don't dream, when dwarves go to sleep at night, it's like blackness and then I'm awake. That's how Varric describes it, I think, in Dragon Age 2. It might be in one of his banters in Inquisition, I can't remember. But, you know, that's what dwarves typically experience, and then suddenly they're having dreams. So that is quite a freakish thing. Yeah, I do think that Artin would genuinely be a little bit like, oh shit, yeah, this is a fellow dwarf. I should have warned him about that. I do think she'd feel genuinely like, oh crap. not that she didn't do her duty as his commander, but that she could have warned him a bit better. Yeah, number one. I apologize. I should have warned you.
In my dream, I saw one of those bloated, vomit-smeared brood mothers, and it had Hespeth's face. You remember Hespeth, don't you? Bronca was there and whispered, "It's time." And Hespeth screamed and 1,000 darkspawn burst from her.
Ew, what then? That's strange. Yeah, that is strange, considering it goes against all of the lore that has been consistent throughout Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Inquisition. That's strange.
You're telling me. Then the darkspawn surrounded me and started talking, asking me if I would like lemon in my tea. And could I please teach them to read and write? And one of them kept repeating, "Where's the baby?" And that's when I woke up.
That's not a Grey Warden dream. Well, it's got to be, because he's a dwarf, and otherwise he would not be dreaming. I think you've got too much on your mind. I dream of the Darkspawn, but not like that. Yeah, that... Oh, I don't know. I don't know, because this goes against all of the established lore, and then future lore that comes in later. Like, to be honest, I think they wrote this in as kind of like a, oh, funny dream sequence, and they didn't stop to think of, like, does this make sense in the lore that we created? Yeah, I'm guessing that maybe you could justify this as, like, it is a Darkspawn dream. However, maybe Ogryn has consumed so much alcohol that the taint itself gets intoxicated and the dreams go a bit screwy and start bleeding into, you know, his own subconscious. That's how I'm going to think of this. That's not a Grey Warden dream.
Huh. I do get other dreams about Darkspawn, mostly shadows and murmuring, but nowhere as scary. Thanks for listening, Commander.
Yeah, I'm going to headcanon it that Ogryn gets those dreams right after a night of heavy drinking. And it's like the taint itself is just like, Jesus, how much alcohol can this one man take? It ain't right. Oh, Anders wants to talk to me. Okay. Sure thing, buddy.
May I point out that you're all right?
Go ahead. I'm all right. What's brought this on? Yeah, I do think that Artin would be curious. Like, are you buttering me up? What do you want? What are you after? What brought this on?
Really, when the Templars came for me, you could have decided I wasn't worth the trouble. But I apparently am worth the trouble. Considering I'm usually a lot of trouble, I should be grateful.
Oh, you're not so much trouble. I'm glad to have you around. Just stay useful. He is very useful. I do think that Artin is glad to have a dedicated healer around. I'm glad to have you around.
I'm glad to be around. When you recruited me, I thought I was jumping from the frying pan into the fire. But being a warden is almost tolerable. It's a pleasant stroll through the park with Darkspawn.
So glad I could make it happen for you. Coupled with an early death, yes, this is serious business. Oh, I don't like any of these. None of these feel like Artin to me. Number one is a bit... I think I've got to go with number 3. I have to go with... that is the most Artin out of all of them. This is serious business.
Yes, I know. Very serious. I thought it was worth mentioning. Thank you, Commander, for everything.
Hell, he still approves. Where are you at, actually? Oh my god. 97, love, no. No, no, Alistair, help me. Alistair, save me from this. Warm, I'll take. 49. Jesus, he's imprinted on us. Oh God, Anders, no. Anders, don't. Oh God, I'm headcanoning this as he has a crush on Artin, and it makes me so uncomfortable. Anders, no. Do you have anything else to say?
Point the way, fearless leader.
Yeah, consider me that, your fearless leader, and nothing else, please, for the love of God.
Let's get moving.
Okay. Oh, and Sigrun has something to say.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
Yes.
Need something pummeled? Just say the word.
I didn't think I'd ever see Mischa again. After all, she's exiled and I'm in the Legion. Maybe the ancestors thought it would be funny to see me get yelled at on the street.
It was pretty funny. She was too hard on you. I'd rather not talk about that humiliating incident. Pardon? Why isn't there an option for, please explain what occurred in your past? Because not number 3, not number 1, but that leaves me with number 2. And here's the thing, Artin can completely see where Mischa is coming from. Like, how do I put this? Yes, Sigrun was in the Carter, and Barat would have killed her. And Artin can understand where Sigrun is coming from. At the same time, you put a completely innocent woman in danger of being executed to save your own hide, and then rather than coming forward and saying, no, it was my fault, this was a completely innocent bystander, you were just like, yep, yeah, I don't know anything about this, bye Mischa, bye, I feel guilty, but like, the fact that you feel, I'm sorry, the fact that Sigrun is guilty, it speaks well of her, but like, you should feel guilty. You wrecked this woman's life. Like, if you didn't feel guilty about that, then I'd be worried that I had brought a complete psychopath onto my team, and Artin hasn't done that yet. I have to go with number 2 because again, it's the most Artin out of the lot of them, but I don't. I'm gonna assume that maybe this is Artin saying that, like, she was too hard on you, calling you Brand in the middle of the street on the surface. That was kind of dodgy. She was too hard on you.
No, she wasn't. It's all true. Mischa caught me stealing a leg of nug once, and instead of telling the shopkeeper, she paid for it. She said the casteless turned to crime because we have no options. If she could help one casteless girl, but I proved that I'm scum. Just as they always said.
You're not the person you used to be. Mischa's better off on the surface anyway, so you're scum. Who cares? Mischa might be better off on the surface. However, having people like her in Orzammar who see the casteless as people rather than as, vermin would have been so good for Orzammar. We need more people like Mischa. I think Artin would be like, maybe I can get her pardoned. Maybe I can write to my brother and be like, hey, invite this one lady back, please. She can help. Number 1, I think fits the best with Artin. Because she doesn't really agree with number 2, and I can't hear her say number 3. What holds me back on number 1 is that Artin didn't know Sigrun in the past. How can we say you're not the person you used to be when we don't know who she used to be? It sounds a little bit weird, but again, it's really my only option. You're not the person you used to be.
The Legion changes people. Some change for the better, others for the worse. But all of us change. I know now, having lost many friends, that friendship isn't something to be squandered. Perhaps I could make amends. Mischa said something about working for a tanner. I could visit, just to talk.
We'll go as soon as possible. No, we've no time. You don't need her. She's the past. We'll be heading back into Amaranthine at some point. So yeah, we can. I don't like the to be fair, as soon as possible doesn't necessarily mean immediately, like as soon as possible. We have other stuff to do first. So yeah, I like that. We'll go as soon as possible.
Thank you. Well, I should rest. Busy days ahead of us.
God damn it. I literally just left Amaranthine. You couldn't have said that sooner, Sigrun.
When do we get going? Darkspawn don't kill themselves, you know.
And let's see. Sigrun. A wise man once told me never to argue with someone better armed than the entire warrior caste on parade. Sigrun is a member of the Legion of the Dead, warriors exiled from Orzammar and sent on suicide missions against the Darkspawn. The one commander found Sigrun fleeing a Darkspawn nest in Kalharol, the last survivor of her group. She has broken the Legion's oaths by not fighting to her death. Sigrun joined Artin to destroy the Darkspawn nest. After Kalharol was purged of Darkspawn, Sigrun agreed to join the Grey Wardens. She survived the joining. Sigrun bumped into Mischa, an acquaintance from Orzammar. Mischa once took Sigrun in, putting the castless thief to work, but Sigrun betrayed Mischa in return. Sigrun felt guilty that Mischa was exiled to the surface, and became determined to make up for her mistake. Sigrun is fascinated by the surface world. She collects little curios from all over Thedas. Do we have... Oh! Anders. Most people enjoy being kicked in the head to be woken up each morning. Me, I'm just so picky. Anders is an apostate mage. He was arrested by Templars who intended to cart him back to the Circle Tower. Vigil's keep was to have been a short stop on their long journey. Unfortunately, the keep was attacked just after the group arrived, and Anders was found standing over the bodies of his captors. He insists they were killed by Darkspawn. Regardless, Anders joined Artin to defeat the Darkspawn in Vigil's keep. Afterwards, Anders was recruited into the Grey Wardens. He survived the joining. The one commander gave Anders a kitten as a gift. Anders stowed the kitten, Sir Pouncelot, in the folds of his robe. Anders' old friend Nemea revealed that the Templars had moved the phylacteries for most mages in Ferelden, including Anders, to the city of Amaranthine. But the warehouse where the phylacteries were supposedly stored was actually a Templar trap. Artin stood with Anders against the Templars, for which the mage was grateful. Anders takes great pride in his appearance and enjoys fine things. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's everyone spoken to. Yeah, we did speak to her afterwards. Let's see. Inventory. Do we have any gifts? First and foremost, we have gifts for Qwinn. Where you at, buddy? There we go.
That looks fine indeed.
The dragon piss.
That looks fine indeed.
Yep, there we go. Everything else is for people we do not have yet. Oh damn, I have a lot of stuff that can go in the inventory box. Okay, yeah, nothing for you there. Nothing for you here. And yeah, that's good. Artin, actually. Oh, I do like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have that. And we got the voice of Velvet. Lovely. Woo! Fancy. And yeah, that is for Nathaniel. And yeah, I think I'm gonna grab the wolf treads. Oh, damn. Fancy. Very nice. And yeah, they're not really too great. Okay. Yep, that is fine. Sigrun, my dear, you're good on your equipment. We need to get you some runes, I think. And yeah, we can de-equip those. Nothing for you there, nothing for you there. Actually. Yeah, I'd rather her have the Deep Roads girdle. Nathaniel, take these. And take them. There we go. And you're fine. Oh, I think I prefer him with the Magus War Boots, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep those for someone else. Yeah, and I think both of those I can actually sell. Ogren we did. Yep, okie doke. Madam?
May I be of service?
I'd like to have something enchanted.
Of course.
Okay, what was it that we de-equipped? You. Okay. Voice of Velvet. We want... Ooh, we want the Darkspawn damage. And I'll grab me one of them. And you know what? Let's get some lightning. I think. Yeah, let's grab me some of that. That's good. You, my dear, have... Nah, you don't really need lightning. That thing has poison. And, yep. There we go. And... Hail. Cold iron. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
May I be of service?
Do you have any runes for sale?
Certainly.
Now then. Let's see. What do you actually have? Oh, to be honest, I'm looking for, Oh, do you just have novice? Novice things. Okay. We will have to get, Sigrun making runes. I could just buy up all of the... You know what? Screw it. Go on. I'm loaded. I might as well. At some point, probably in between recordings, I'll have Sigrun make a load of runes that I can equip to people. Unless you'd like to see that, please do tell me in the comments. Do you want me to cut that stuff out, or would you like to see it? And yeah, you don't really have anything to buy. I can sell you these. And the blank vellum, trade manifests. I'm not gonna need that. I might need that. I don't think I will. Yeah, I don't think I'll need that, so you can have that. And yep, you can have these. The dagger. Yeah, no one's gonna have that. This can go. Those can go. That can go. And I'll keep these just in case. Anders. Oh, damn. You know what? Yeah. Anders, buddy, you can have this as an upgrade. There you go.
May I be of service?
Do you have any runes for sale?
Certainly.
Then I'll sell what you had. I'll keep that just in case. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, I'm alright with that. Now then, let's put stuff away. There we go. You in there. And all of these. There we go. That is looking very nice. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Okay, okay, that is equipment all done. My inventory is sorted. So, I think the only thing left for us to do is head out into the Wending Wood. I could do Sigrun's personal quest now. You know what? Go on.
Yes.
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 Go on. I only have 6 minutes left on this recording, so I might as well.
So what does the Legion do when you're not, you know, dying?
I'm not sure. We do that a lot.
You can't do it all hours of the day. There must be some times when you're not out getting killed.
In those hours, we listen to smart-mouth mages ask stupid questions.
I always thought dwarves would be nicer.
I always thought mages would be smarter.
Sigrun, 1, I like that comeback, but 2, Artin is nice. Artin is nice, I think, when you're not being an arsehole, you know. She's kind of stoic and very, you know, business-focused. She really doesn't care about much unless it's, you know, to do with Orzammar, but I think she's nice. Alistair thinks she's nice. And let's be honest, at the end of the day, that really is all that's important. Now then, if I remember correctly, Mischa is hanging out in the Crown and Lion. Before I head in there, though, more banter.
I found something under my bed at the keep. Something tells me it's yours.
Miss Maggie. I remember her. She's not mine. She belonged to my sister, Delilah. Miss Maggie was her favorite doll.
Miss Maggie appears to be missing her arms.
Delilah and I had a fight. Then I ripped off Maggie's arms and hid them in places where Delilah would find them later.
What a sweetheart you were.
God damn, Nathaniel, that is fucked up. I love it, but that is majorly fucked up. This is why I'm glad I was an only child. Okay, Mischa, there you are.
Did you see those two throwing money around last night?
I wish I had a mysterious benefactor.
I don't... No, that rubs Artin the wrong way. Mischa.
You
There we go.
going to get me kicked out of Amaranthine too?
I know that nothing I say will make things better, so I want to give you this.
A ring. What is this, a proposal? You're not my type.
It'll fetch a fair price, even on the surface, to help you rebuild your life.
This looks like the crest of House Volney. Stole this off a noble, did you?
Volney, was that Varland's ring? You can't give that away. That means a lot to Sigrun, so you'd better appreciate it. Keep the ring. I'll give Mischa some gold. Oh, I think that... Artin, considering that Artin has kept the sword that her father gave her at the end of the dwarf noble origin story, she has kept that with her throughout all of Origins, throughout all of Awakening. She'll keep that on her throughout, the rest of the game, basically. She knows what it means to have, something that is sentimental to you. It's probably of no actual use, but you can't bear to give that up. So she knows what this ring means to Sigrun. And considering that not only is Mischa a dwarf, she is a dwarf from Orzammar, I think that Artin would be willing to step in and be like, you know what, have some gold on me, you keep the ring. Keep the ring. I'll give Mischa some gold.
How much are we talking? I reckon this thing's worth at least 20 sovereigns.
Persuade, it's old, it's only worth 15. Then take 30. 20 sovereigns it is, fine, keep the blasted ring. Oh, this is a dwarf from Orzammar who, at least in some aspect, shared Artin's belief that the castless are people and should be treated decently. she was merchant cast. She had her own shop, and then she was cast out onto the surface, and she's having to work at a tanner's. Then take 30.
You've a true friend here, Sigrun. Try not to ruin it. And here's your ring. It must be important to you.
It is. Thank you, Mischa.
This will go a long way. I could start another business. You've done right, Sigrun.
Hey, why didn't we think of this earlier? Wine and women all day and all night.
Here's to our mysterious benefactor.
Long may this cow be milked.
Sir. Sirs.
Dirk's been in a fight with his girl. You know anything about that?
Yeah. She was pestering him about making an honest woman of her. So the dumb bastard says, I'll marry you when you figure out how to make whiskey come out of your tits.
God damn it, Dirk. Dirk's an asshole.
2 windows and most of a west wall trying to get at him with a pitchfork.
God damn it, Dirk's a tit. Yeah, Artin, at this stage, Artin knows these are the Blight orphans. She has ears, she can listen. I imagine Sigrun is probably having to hold Artin back a little bit. She's like, I want to go have words with those two. I want to smack the shit out of them. And Sigrun is like, no, you're the one commander. Don't be doing that. That would be wrong of you. Don't do that. Yeah, Artin will not be completing any more of the Blight Orphans quests. Hell the fuck no. She is not giving them any more of her hard-earned money. Screw those guys.
Should let Sir Pounce-a-lot out more. Must be stuffy in that robe.
Out? You mean out to play with the Darkspawn? Such a great idea.
All right, I see your point.
Okie doke, you two. Yeah, if Mischa hadn't been as an Orzammar dwarf that, you know, got exiled and is now not exactly living in squalor, but, you know, merchant caste they're very canny. They are good at what they do, and so to see, you know, one of them having to work for a tanner, you know, it is kind of beneath them. So I think that's why Artin was like, take 30. Take more than what it's worth. Also, you know, Artin, back it up. You know, Artin's loaded. Artin has money. Yeah, so I am out of time for this episode. In the next one, we will be heading straight to the Wending Wood. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.